Hello everyone, we will continue with our 17th chapter, Understanding Poverty. Today we will start from page number 197. Why poverty? How can it be eliminated? The most important contributor to poverty is lack of regular employment. People, those who don't have regular employment, they suffer from poverty. Now, when they are not having proper employment, they lack purchasing power. That is, they don't have money to purchase anything to satisfy their basic needs. And chronic hunger is one of the fallouts of this lack of minimum purchasing power. So they are chronically in hunger. Agriculture, source of livelihood. More than 50% of people in India still depend on agricultural activities for their livelihood. However, agriculture contributes only 1/6 of the total income of the country. Limited employment opportunities in manufacturing and service have forced people to continue to depend upon agriculture. Now, around 50% of India's population is dependent on agriculture, although the income which we get from agriculture is just 1/6 of the total income of the country. Now, why people depend that much on agriculture, or why 50% of population is dependent on agriculture? It is because less employment facilities are there in manufacturing and service sector. In most of the agricultural fields, there are small farmers and agricultural laborers. Besides, there are persons whose occupation are allied to agriculture, like carpenter, Ramchari. Success of such non-farm workers like potters, leather workers, small processing units workers in the village also depend on the state of agriculture. Now, people like potters, leather workers, small processing units, these people also depend upon agriculture. Now, we have already seen that how Ramchari and his family suffered because of the tractors entered into their village and he lost his employment. There was no demand for his tools and implements, and Ramchari had little work and hardly any income. Like other poor household, the family proceeded no land or cattle. So the family was neither having any land nor any cattle. The village could provide no opportunities for work as agricultural laborers in the field in the year. Neither was there non-farm work. So farmers or people there, they were not getting any work in agricultural field. Moreover, there was no opportunities for non-farm work also. Since the well beginning of and livelihood of so many people is dependent on agriculture, it is very important that agriculture grows well. When agriculture prospers, it would normally generate employment and income for people in the rural areas. So, in rural areas, people are dependent on agriculture and allied services. That is, services which are benefited to farmers only or in agricultural fields only. So, if agriculture flourish, people of rural areas, they also earn money. When agricultural production is abundant, prices of food items are likely to be more affordable for people than they would be otherwise. So, if agriculture is abundant, then prices of food items will be affordable. That is, people will be able to buy. At present, there are variety of problems in ploughing agriculture. The high cost of input, low yields and frequent crop failure have led the acute farmer distress. Most small farmers are also forced to work as agricultural laborers in order to make the ends meet. In fact, 4 out of 5 farmers in Telangana and Andhra Pradesh are like Ravi and Ramu. Now, cost of inputs, that is whatever inputs they are using, seeds, fertilizers, pesticides, irrigational facilities, these things they yield because of high cost of inputs, yield is very low, and frequently farmers suffer from crop failure. Now, many small farmers and agricultural laborers, they suffer to meet their needs. Now, Ravi and Ramu are also farmers who are having very small land. Now, other livelihood options. In Telangana and Andhra Pradesh, nearly 2/5 of the rural families are mainly agricultural laborers. So, 2/5 of the total families living in Telangana and Andhra Pradesh are agricultural laborers. These families are mostly landless and other cultivate very little land. So, they are either landless or they cultivate very little land. The opportunities for work are very limited. The number of days of agricultural works that laborers can manage to get normal year varies from 120 to 180 days. So, in agricultural fields, they are able to work only 120 to 180 days in a year. There are long stretches of lean seasons when practically no work is available on the fields. In years when the crops fail due to drought, flood, pest attack or any other calamity, number of days of agricultural work are further reduced. These are the times when large-scale migrants happened and acute distress and hunger strikes the countryside. Now, out of 365 days in a year, agricultural year has only 120 to 180 days. And suppose if the crops fail due to drought, floods or pest attack, number of these days decreases further. And because of this agricultural failure, most of the people they migrate to urban areas or city areas or some other places, and because of this they suffer from acute distress and hunger. Right to work states that everyone should be given opportunity to work for the basic living. Now, according to Indian Constitution, right to work is the right which every individual should get. Now, Indian Constitution refers that right to work under directive principles of the state policy. Article 41 stress that the state shall, within the limits of its economic capacity and development, make effective provisions for securities right to work. So, right to work is a directive principle which is given in Article 41 of our Constitution, and every individual should get proper work to earn his or her living. However, people have never been able to exercise these rights. The government could start public work and workers would be employed. But people generally could not demand work when they required or somewhere close to their homes. After years of struggle by People's Group, the Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act 2005 was passed. It was a major breakthrough towards the protection of livelihoods in rural areas. The Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act was passed in 2005, and because of this, many people got employment in rural areas. Now, for homework, I would like you all to write a few steps that government must undertake to support agricultural growth. Thank you.